kicking off with Alex Mitchell.
So Alex suffered a couple of contacts to one of his knees. Was all right. We then tried to train a couple of times. Never felt quite right. So it's been agreed that he's going to go sort of under further investigations, and we'll just react to whatever the MRI scan report says when that comes back. He's due in next week for his scan. So unfortunately we're not able to put time frame on when we'll see Alex back in action, but we hope for a positive news when the report comes back, and hope to see Al back pretty soon. Okay,
good. JJ O'Donnell was a peculiar injury, wasn't it? From what we've picked up so far. And how's he doing?
So yeah, JJ suffered a dislocation to his shoulder in the game away at South Shields on Boxing Day, and he's had sort of a history of shoulder injuries in the past, sort of going back 10 years. So this incident that happened at South Shields wasn't even on the pitch. It was before he came on the pitch, and why it decided that was the time to pop out, we'll never know. It's up to anyone's guess. But yeah, the likely consensus is that JJ is going to need surgery to stabilise the shoulder and stop this from happening again. So yeah, we're not able to put a time frame on JJ's return to action, but it won't be this season. We won't see JJ again this season, and we're just working on a couple of options for getting that surgery done as soon as we can, and the best option going forward.
Okay, you mentioned that he's had previous shoulder problems. Is that the same shoulder that's come out again?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Because it's kind of a weak point, I think, once it's happened,
exactly.
isn't it?
Once it comes out once, it's always likely to come out again and again and again, unless the rule of thumb is generally, if it's sort of 3 times surgery, and he's
3 strikes in a row.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much. But he's he's been coping with this sort of instability for the best part of 10 years of his career. So yeah, the general consensus among the physio community is just get it operated on, stop it happening again.
Okay. And next, Joe Oliver.
So Joe Oliver came off in the game against South Shields at home just before the turn of the year. He got his leg caught up in a slightly awkward position, which just overstressed the outside of his knee. So he's been out since that game, but he's been doing his rehab plans and programs in his own time, and he's been going to see niche for treatment and stuff like that. And our expectation is that Joe will return to full training next week.
Right. And finally, Harry Arneson.
Yeah, so Harry suffered a stress fracture in his foot just at the end of November, and after a period of immobilisation in a big moon boot, he's been undergoing rehab, and we've reintroduced him to running and increasing his load and exposure to running and stuff like that since the turn of the year, just at the beginning of January. And just like Joe Oliver, we fully expect him to be back in full team training next week. And for both of those lads, I mean, they'll probably need two weeks worth of training before they're back up to speed. But yeah, we're getting close with those two.